वसुदेवसुदं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. Two things. Always the people who are in the politics, people who are in the outer world, they know the characters or the truth or the techniques to achieve success in the outer world. People who are in the spiritual world, they know the techniques to achieve success in the spiritual world. But Krishna is both. Krishna is the only master who is enlightened man and a king. He knows how to give a technique to achieve the total success in the outer world and in the inner world. How to furnish your outer space and how to keep empty your inner space. That is the whole life. The whole Gita is only one idea. How to furnish your outer space to the ultimate luxury level and how to keep your inner space to the ultimate blissful level. Keeping your inner space in a eternal bliss and keeping your outer space in ultimate luxury. Here he says, not merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from reaction. You can't achieve freedom from reaction by moving away from the work. Abstaining from work or moving away from work cannot give you the freedom from reaction. To have the freedom from reaction, your inner space needs to be purified. Your inner space should become empty. You need to remove the furnitures from inner space. Renouncing the furnitures in the outer world is not going to help you. Renouncing the furnitures from the inner world only is going to help you. The idea of purposes, thinking that life has got purpose, should be renounced. That is what he says. Just by renouncing, just by outer renunciation, perfection can never be achieved. Perfection can never be achieved. One more thing. If you renounce the outer world, the more you will be thinking about the outer world. If you renounce the outer world, more you will be thinking about the outer world. A small story. One enlightened master and his disciple, both of them are walking near a river. They are supposed to cross to go to their monastery, their ashram. On the way, young lady was standing. She wants to cross the river. She is afraid. She asked the enlightened master, Master, can you help me to cross this river? He said, why not? Please come. He just lifted her and crossed the river, left her and said bye and reached the ashram. The disciple was seeing the whole scene. He is not able to digest the whole scene. He is burning, maybe jealousy. He is not able to digest. After reaching the ashram, he is not able to control himself. He asked, Master, you are a sannyasi. How can you touch a woman, that also young woman, and carry her throughout the river? How can you do that? Master just turns, smiles at him and says, I left her long ago. Why are you still carrying her? I left her there itself. Why are you carrying her still? Why are you bringing her here? Please be very clear. Renouncing in the inner space or emptying your inner space is the real thing to be achieved. That is what Krishna says here. This sloka is straight away addressed to this disciple. Karmendriyani samyamya yahaste manasa smaran indriyartan vimodatma mityacharasa uchyate. The meaning goes, one who restrains the senses of action but whose mind dwells on sense objects certainly deludes himself and is called a pretender and an hypocrite. A man who keeps his senses under control but who is not able to keep his inner space under control is called pretender, hypocrite. Please be very clear. The quality of your life will be judged only based on the quality of your inner space, not based on the quality of your outer space. When you leave your body and enter into your next life, nobody is going to see the accounts of what type of car you drove, in what type of house you lived, what type of, how much of bank balance you had. No, these accounts will not come with you. How you live, how your inner space was there. What is the quality of your inner space when you lived? Only that you are going to carry. That is why they say, you are going to carry only the samskara, means the karma, the inner space with you, not the outer space. It is more important with what you live in the mind. Your inner space is the real achievement. How your inner space is the real thing. Please be very clear. Again and again Krishna declares, Karmendriyani samyamya yahaste manasa smaran indriyartan vimudatma mitya saracha uchyate. If you can't clear your inner space, even if you control your body, even if you control your senses, you are called hypocrite. Your life will not be blissful life. Your life will not be a real life. Not only it will not be a spiritual life, it will not be life at all. Who understands the life is purposeless, only he can experience the meaning of living. Meaning of living is bliss, but there is no purpose. The more you think about purposes, more you will create worries, more you will try to squeeze maximum from life. But when you try to squeeze maximum from life, life is much more intelligent than you. Please be very clear, life is much more intelligent than you. When you try to squeeze maximum from life, it just slips away through your fingers. Life is like a river. If you put your hands in the river and keep it open, it will always be there in your hand. But if you try to catch it, If you try to hold, you will have only empty hand. You will have only empty hand. Life is a flowing river. If you just allow it to happen, it will continuously flow in you. The moment you try to catch it, the moment you try to possess it, you will have only empty hands. You will not be able to have the life itself. You will not be able to have the very life. Be very clear. The moment you understand life is purposelessness, the purposelessness of life, you start experiencing the meaning of living, the bliss. The moment you drop the goal, very path itself becomes beautiful. Your whole life will become beautiful. Your whole life will become ecstasy. Nothing to achieve separately. The whole thing is purposeless. The moment you experience in your inner space that nothing is going to be with you permanently, or nothing is permanent, the moment you understand that, a deep healing, a deep cooling breeze enters into your consciousness. Your whole inner space will be healed. You have so many thousands of wounds in your inner space. Wounds created by your own desires. Wounds created by your failures. Wounds created by others. Wounds created by your near and dear ones. All these wounds will be healed with this single one medicine. I can say single one meditation. It is not medication, meditation. This one meditation of understanding life is purposeless. This one meditation of realizing whatever you achieve, it is just nothing. Nothing is going to be with you. Alexander, he did one good thing. Unfortunately or fortunately, he met one enlightened master in India. We can say unfortunately only, because this guy don't know how to respect him. He met that enlightened person. Somehow, he got the idea from his guru, bring one enlightened master from India and Vedas from India, I will change the whole society. So this guy decided he will take at least one enlightened person from India. Somehow he got the chance to meet one enlightened person. He invites him, please come to our country. The master just laughs, no, I don't want to come anywhere. I want to be here only. He says, no, please come, I will give you a big palace. Here you are lying like a beggar, without even clothes, without even having enough clothes. Please come there. I will give you a big palace and all the comforts. He just laughs. He says, no, I am quite happy here. I don't want to come. You know, the kings, what is the next step they will take? First, through greed he tried. Because it did not work, he wanted to try through fear. He just took his sword out. If you are not ready to come, you will be killed. Just in front of the naked sword. This master is laughing. Please be very clear, laughing now is very difficult. Laughing now is very easy. But laughing in front of a naked sword is very difficult. And especially person who is holding is a king. If he kills, there is nobody to question. There is nobody to question. But in front of the naked sword, he is laughing. He says, fool, you are a great liar. He just says, he straight away looks into the eyes of Alexander. The master looks into the eyes of Alexander and says, fool, you are a great liar. First time Alexander is shaken. First time he was shaken. He says, are you not afraid? Master says, you can never kill me. You may destroy this body. You cannot kill me. The courage or the confidence of experience, the courage which is expressed by the spiritual experience, what we studied in Gita, Nainam Chindanti Sastrani, Nainam Dagati Pavakaha. It has become experience. Atman cannot be killed. Atman cannot be destroyed. It cannot be burned. It has become experience for him. That is why the courage and the confidence. He just laughs. Slowly Alexander starts thinking, if he can laugh in front of my naked sword, how courageous he must be. First time he was shaken because he has never seen anybody who can laugh in front of naked sword, who can laugh in front of death. Even he is afraid. He was totally shaken. He was shocked to see the courage of this master. Then he asks him, please tell me something. How you are so courageous, bold. Then master asks, why did you come to India? Alexander says, to conquer India. After that, what are you going to do? I will conquer the next country. After that, what are you going to do? I will conquer the next country. After that, I will conquer the whole world. After that, I will relax and enjoy. Master says, fool, that is what I am doing now. Don't you see? That is what I am doing now. The same thing I am doing now. Part 4, you need to go around and conquer the whole world to relax and enjoy. That is what I am doing now. Only a man who understood the purposelessness of life can relax and enjoy. I think this master gave a glimpse of the truth to Alexander. That is why Alexander says to his ministers, after my death, when you carry my dead body, please keep my hands out. Please keep my open hands out. Let people know even the Alexander did not carry anything with him. Even Alexander did not carry anything with him. This story is a beautiful story. You need to understand 3 things. First thing, the courage and the confidence radiated by an enlightened person. Next thing, the purposelessness of our running. What for Alexander is running? To relax and enjoy. And this master is already doing the same thing. Third thing, we are not going to carry anything in our life. We are not going to carry anything in our life. Please be very clear. Even if the whole world worships you as a king, it is pure foolishness, nothing else. In existence, there are no boundaries. In existence, there is no post. Even if you become king, that doesn't fulfill anything. That doesn't give you anything. Never think having the outer space or having comforts the outer world will give you inner fulfillment. Never. Never it will give. All developed countries are filled with depression. All developed countries are filled with depression. They have best roads, best dams, best bridges, best infrastructure, but people are depressed. But people are depressed. All developed countries are drowning in depression. Never think the outer space will give you the inner space. Inner space, if you want the inner space, if you want to achieve the inner space, you need to work for inner space. You need to understand the dynamics of inner space. You need to understand the technology of inner space.